Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. It has been a long time coming. Like, who knew that surgery would take 6 weeks for me to heal? So the pre, post, pop, all that stuff is here. I thought I was gonna be able to record this video right after surgery, maybe a week after surgery, maybe even 2 weeks. But baby, somebody lied. So I want to do this video in two parts. The first part is I'm basically going to explain to you the day of surgery and all the stuff that went down on that day. And then the second video is basically going to talk about my discovery process. I ain't changing shirts. Okay? Anyway, so let's get right into it. So the surgery, and I got little notes here because I kept the paper forever, y'all. I had the surgery on August 11th. It is now September 22nd. I'm still having a little bit of pain today, and it's fine. But, you know, this has been, literally, this is the first day that I've had enough energy to be able to set up cameras, even put on some freaking, do my eyebrows. Like, I have not been feeling like a girl, a pretty girl, in over a month, and this is the first time I'm able to do this. So we're gonna get right into this surgery video. So I'm gonna tell you guys basically everything that went down. So you already watched, if you already watched part 1 and part 2, you definitely want to make sure you check out those videos because this is the final video about the surgery. I might have some update videos later about after or whatever the case may be, but this is all about the surgery. So surgery was scheduled for August 11th. You know, when you get ready for surgery, you got to make sure you don't eat nothing the night before. You can't even drink liquids. You got to have a completely empty stomach is basically what they're looking for. You have to wash up with this like the same surgery soap that the surgeons wash up with. You have to wash your body, or at least the area that they're going to be working with. You have to wash your body with that soap too. So I had to go in completely clear, had to buy the special soap, no perfumes, no deodorants, no nothing. Just go in there bare, no tight clothing or anything like that. So I went in with my, little surgical dress. I bought like these loose fitting dresses so I could just throw them in. Went into the surgery. It was scheduled for 7:30 in the morning. I thought I was gonna go in and be a little wait. No, they was ready for me at 7:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh God, here we go. So I go in. It pretty much was the same process as the hysterectomy that I had, and that was where you sign the papers for anesthesia. They give you a Tylenol 3. They prepare you, have you sign all the papers. They hook you up to the IVs, and then you get ready to go into surgery. And so that was the whole process I went through. But this time the lady had a little issue trying to get the thing in my hand. It's hard to find my veins. I'm sorry. I don't lift weights, so you can't see my veins. I never done drugs, so you really can't find veins. You just can't find. It's very, very hard to find my veins. And the lady at first had a hard time. So instead of getting it in the left hand, which usually I get in, I actually had to get my like IV thing hooked up to my right hand. And that alone was hurting the hell out of me. I'm just like, girl, come on. Anyway, so went on, got back there, got ready to get my surgery. The place, I love this facility. It's always so clean. The nurses, all the assistants, everybody is always so friendly. So they made me feel comfortable. I knew it was about to go down. He was telling jokes. I can't remember what the joke was, but he said something funny about Syracuse because, I had the Syracuse mask on, but I don't watch sports, so I know what he was talking about. I just be laughing and giggling. Put the mask on, and I was done. I was out. Next thing you know, I woke up, and it was like 11:30. After all that paperwork, it was like 8:39, so I could only assume that my surgery took about 2.5 to 3 hours, because by the time I actually, it might have taken less. By the time I came to, it was like 11:30 in the afternoon, almost noon. And I was just so loopy, y'all. Like, I couldn't walk. I felt a slight pain in my stomach. It was like I was starving. I couldn't stay up. I didn't know what was going on. It felt like being drunk, but it was just from anesthesia. It was crazy. So basically, the procedure that they did was called a laparoscopic assisted abdominal myomectomy. I put that at the bottom. But basically what they did was they cut a hole in my stomach for the camera, a hole in the side to blow in air so that it can lift up your stomach. Not air, it's like CO2 or whatever. To lift up your stomach so that the doctor can see, and then they put a slit right above the pelvic, right above the pubic hairline so that they cut in. Initially, the doctor thought, oh, that I had 2-3 fibroids, but when they got in there and they finally showed me the picture, turns out it was, from what I counted from the picture, what I can make out, it was at least about 14 to 15 fibroid nuggets up in there. So I'll show you guys a picture. Of course, you can see it's horrible. And yes, they give you a picture and you ask for a picture of it. And so that was the whole surgery day. They had to wait for me to actually get out of the loopy state before I could leave. Then they brought my husband back there, and I just still was like loopy and trying to drink stuff. And they prescribed me some medicine. But you know, I used to watch all those like addicted shows back in the day. So I didn't want nothing too strong, but they just gave me ibuprofen to kind of manage the pain. And this is when I found out that I have a high pain tolerance. So, went home after the surgery. They're like 1 or 2 days, you'll be fine. And this is my mindset. 1 or 2 days, you should be fine, should be able to walk. There's going to be a little bit of bleeding. And after 2 weeks, you should be 100% and you can go back to having sex after 2 weeks. Somebody lied. And this is why I say, yes, things are common, but it is different for everybody, okay? So for me, I was in pain for exactly about a week and a half. So I thought. And then, you know, I had the bleeding for 2 weeks straight. Some was light, some was heavy, but it actually ended up lasting even longer than that. I actually bled for 5.5 weeks, 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks. It was hard for me to get up, and I'm so used to my body healing fast that I was ready to get up and move, and it didn't really work out like that. So overall, the surgery for getting my fibroids removed, I'm just glad it was done. All the stuff that happened afterwards, it was bound to happen. I'm going to talk about the pain management and everything I went through post surgery, but I just want to make this video, try to keep it short, to let you guys know how the pain itself was. I've been able to feel much better now. I lost a lot of weight. I was 255 when I went into surgery, and now I'm down to 235, and that's just because I really couldn't eat a lot during the first 2 weeks, but drink a lot of liquid. So yeah, that was a surgery. That was a whole procedure. And, you know, I'm just glad I had it done. Let me know in the comments if you had this experience, if you had the same procedure, or if you're thinking about getting a procedure. This is just a quick video to kind of let you guys know how my surgery went. Check out part 2 so that I can tell you guys all about the pain and the management and after the post surgery. All right. So guys, thanks for watching. Deuces.